Good evening. Day 2 of testimony in Chad Daybell's murder trial. Today's evidence so graphic, the judge opted not to let the public see this. The jury, unfortunately, had no choice. News Specialist Garna Mejia in Boise with more from the key witnesses in the state's case, a lead detective with Rexburg Police.
Inside the courtroom today, it was heavy, emotional moments as the jury was presented evidence from the day the children's bodies were discovered in Chad Daybell's backyard. A small group gathered outside the courthouse today as Larry Woodcock, JJ Vallow's grandpa, walked inside for day 2 of Chad Daybell's trial.
Let's go to court. Let's get this to the jury.
Inside the courtroom, the jury braced themselves as Rexburg Police lead detective Ray Hermosillo was back on the stand to talk about June 9th, 2020, the day Tylee Ryan and JJ Vallow's bodies were discovered on Chad Daybell's property.
And I recognize it to be the same body bag that we took from defendant Daybell's backyard that day.
Prosecutor Rob Wood questioned him about the methodical process in which the children's burial sites were uncovered. Tylee's charred and dismembered remains in a fire pit buried in a melted green bucket, and JJ's body found under a tree next to a pond.
I observed a small child with duct tape on his head from his chin to his forehead area.
Judge Stephen Boyce decided against allowing the public to see the pictures of the children's remains and autopsies, citing their graphic nature. Julie Lorenz was also here for Lori Vallow Daybell's trial.
I was confused why it was kind of being held from the public, because it's public information, and so we weren't able to see any of that. We were at Lori's.
The judge allowed the jury to see the pictures and said victim family members can view them in private.
For all of us that were there that know what those pictures look like, was super heavy.
We saw a lot of jurors start tearing up. It was very emotional. It really actually brought the reality to the situation at hand.
Meanwhile, Chad Daybell looked at the computer screen on the defense table.
There were way more facial expressions from Chad Daybell today compared to yesterday.
And court is adjourned tomorrow. It will resume on Monday. We will be here to cover it. In Boise, I'm Garna Mejia, KSL 5 News.
Garna, thank you. One other key difference in Chad's trial here. The entire court proceeding is available via live stream. You can access that on our KSL Plus app. It is a free download for iOS and Android users.